Hi and welcome back. I'm Caroline Best of the Tao of Horsemanship, and this is Everything Horses and More video channel in library. So today's video, this is the 4th week, and it is all about the fear of riding, how to avoid accidents, part 1. And it's all about proper preparation. So today's video is part 1 or part 4 of a month-long series about how to stay safe around horses and avoid accidents. It begins with learning how to slow down, pause or stop, attune or tune in, and of course pay attention to what's going on around you, within you, underneath the view. I lay. I'm going to be narrating during the actual videos, sharing with you what I see happening before it happens. So we'll be looking at the following 3 videos, one of which is of my student and her horse going through a daily routine of riding and opening gates. So that'll be the first video. Then we're going to see a video of a girl jumping her horse for the first time and the horse's first time. And then the third video is going to be restarting the off-the-track thoroughbred from the saddle. So each of these accidents, the videos that you guys are going to be watching, opening the gates, jumping, and restarting the OTTB, each of these accidents could have been avoided if the rider properly prepared both they and their horse. I think most of us would agree that groundwork is important to our horsemanship. Groundwork prepares our horses mentally and physically and develops connection, trust, confidence, and willing partnership. Willing, not just obedience, willing partnership. That's key. And it's not about the quantity of groundwork. It's about the quality of the work. Meaning many people think that running a horse around in a round pen or lunging them is all they need. Well, it's not enough. Each one of these riders used groundwork and lunging techniques, and their horses were still overreactive and on self-preservation mode. Why? Because they did not develop connection, trust, confidence, or willing partnership with their horse. Instead, they either learned the mechanics of the groundwork exercises, or they pushed their horse through situations where their horse was not emotionally, mentally, or physically prepared. Learning the mechanics of groundwork and lunging is important, don't get me wrong. It's part of our horse's training and education. But it's only half of the equation. Meaning, you do the groundwork and lunging to develop the traits I listed: trust, connection, confidence, and willing partnership. Without these, you will have an automatic, autopilot, and mechanical horse that does what you want but isn't connected to you, doesn't care about you, and doesn't trust you. The right groundwork also teaches our horses how to self-regulate, feel calm, and think. Without these, their instincts for self-preservation and survival will override whatever mechanics you've taught them. And that's what happened in these videos. The jumping video is more about pushing the horse and asking too much too soon. And that's why he avoided the jump and she fell off. And honestly, the OTTB video is the same. That's why you have to go back to groundwork and do the right kind of groundwork, where, like I said, you're getting your horse to think, learn how to stay calm and self-regulate. Like many of you, I was once there too, and when I was very young, I experienced a lot of accidents. No one taught me groundwork or how important it was to my pony's confidence. It was all about riding and working your horse through. When you're young, you don't have the experience or the education to understand how important it is to develop a horse, and that's why you get hurt. And as we get older, we value our bodies and our minds and head concussions, and we understand. We're a lot wiser. And unfortunately, with a lot of today's training, we're still being taught way too much mechanics without the important elements or ingredients needed to properly prepare your horses, especially for riding. I look forward to your comments, questions, and share your experiences. I'm sure you all can relate to these videos. My client, my student who has the white quarter horse who was opening the gate, this horse was professionally trained. He started out as a ranch horse, he's got the brand, and after he spent most of his youth, he's 13 now, probably up till the ages of 8 or 10, he was a ranch horse, and then he became a lesson horse. And she took lessons on him, and he was very safe and well behaved. And so she bought him. And he knows how to open gates, but he comes with a lot of baggage. He had a lot of signs. You couldn't throw your hand around his face, you couldn't touch his face, he was hard to halter, hard to catch. Got worried when, anything was around him. The bridle, the lead rope. And so, that's what she saw right away, but didn't think too much about it, or thought maybe at her skill level, I understand, maybe she can fix it. But if I had seen that at my skill level, I would have already known that, wow, opening a gate with a chain that's going to come up and represent whatever, a trigger, that's going to really make this horse fly into self-preservation mode. So I look forward again to your comments, and I'm trying to train your eye, trying to get you guys to pay attention, slow down, so you can be safe. And don't forget, it's not just about you, it's also about preparing your horse. How do we prepare our horses for these situations? Anything can happen. Thank you, and may you always be one with your horse. All right, everybody. So we're going to be taking a look at 3 videos, and I'm going to narrate. One of them, this is a student of mine, and as I mentioned in the intro, this horse came, fully trained, dead broke, as long as you used one hand, a thumb bit, and you didn't give him any contact. So a lot of these accidents could be prevented, one, definitely through proper preparation, the right kind of preparation, groundwork, but also educating you. It's not just about what the horse learns. It's also about what you learn before you do what you do, or you ride a horse, or you buy a horse. Now, I will say that 95%, if your horse is trained the way that I train, they can handle anybody. And they will have enough of a foundation that these types of accidents just won't happen. So, but a lot of people just don't, you guys just aren't educated. You don't realize that with all the different propaganda out there about training. So, this guy's been a ranch horse, he's been a lesson horse, he knows how to do open gates, but this was the first time that my student opened a gate with a chain. And knowing this horse, knowing what I know about him when I did my assessment with him, and her telling me about how head shy and spooked he was, and with reins and anything above his ears and his face, that I just would not have chosen a gate with a chain, knowing what I know. And so that's what I'm trying. I'm not criticizing my student at all, but that's what I'm trying to teach all of you with these YouTube videos or my online training courses, so that these things don't happen. She's had 2 bucking episodes with this horse, and we don't bounce like we used to as we get older. So this is really scary. So right now he looks relaxed, attentive. If you follow my mouse, you'll see that the ears, this is proper preparation. This is also about me telling you what I see before it happens. And we're going to dive in, fighting a sinus infection here. We're We're going to dive in deeper next month with video and training your eye and how to avoid accidents. We're going to dedicate a whole month to all of this. And especially knowing what happens before it happens. How do you get to that place where you can sense, feel, see that your horse is getting ready, that it's not, something's not going right or doesn't feel right. All right, so let's play this video